right, welcome everybody. I have a direct request for Scott Adams. I would like to do an interview with you talking about the simulation. And I've been thinking about this for a long time, and some strange things have popped into my life which may allude that we are living in a simulation, or I'm in your simulation, you're in my simulation. And I don't know exactly how to explain it, but I can't avoid it. And this is my first video on YouTube ever. And I have a feeling I'll need to leverage this to start more of this, to talk more to people, to educate people. But let me get on with why I'm asking this and what I'm gonna do to try to make this happen. There was a video that I saw several years ago, and I have been a big fan of the simulation theory. Scott Adams brought this to my attention, and it really just made me think. And I want to know more about it. And he's given some information on it, kind of spread throughout a lot of his YouTube videos, his Coffee with Scott Adams series. But I kind of want to have a sit-down conversation with him and really dig deep into this and understand it and try to put a framework around it and try to use it and leverage it to help people see the world in a different way, which can help them improve their lives and live better lives and reduce anxiety and have things better for them. But really dig deep and with the theory, are we living in a simulation? Is this a created world? Can we create our world? I am currently, one of the reasons this has come up and I've decided to do this today, I am in a week-long retreat. In fact, I'll show you the Cancun week-long advanced retreat. That's June of 2025. Today is June 18th of 2025. I'm not going to say which retreat it is, but for those who know where I am and what retreat this is. And during my meditation today, I really had the visual that I needed to do this. I needed to do this, and I needed to do this today. And this is going to be a long, weird, awkward video. It's my first one. I'm not good at this, but I'm gonna muster through this, and let's get on with it. So, 5 years ago, one of the most profound videos of Scott that I saw, and I'm reading it right here. I've got the screenshot of the actual episode. Episode 971, Scott Adams, a micro lesson on affirmations. Can you program reality? So in this micro lesson, and it was May 12th of 2020, and I saw this back then because I was listening to Scott for much longer than that. But the short version of the video, and I recommend everybody go find this video and watch it, is that if you write down what you want 15 times a day, there are very good chances, very likely, that this will come true. And I saw this and thought about it, and I get good thoughts in my head, and then a lot of times they just kind of disappear. And then it came up again in my feed like 2 years ago. And I wanted to use it for this purpose, to interview Scott about the simulation. And I thought about it, and then it kind of went away. The beginning of this year, the beginning of 2025, I started getting into meditation a lot more and it kept coming in my head. It's something that I really wanted to do. And weird, this year, this same episode from 5 years ago popped into my feed once again. How often does a video from 5 years ago come into your algorithm, into your feed? But I was thinking about it and it came in. And then I thought about it more. I'm like, wow, I really need to do this. And then I didn't do anything. And it came up the second time this year, about 2 months ago. And I'm like, wow, that's really random. It came up again. I really need to do something about this. And then I am on my way to this meditation retreat where I am currently right now. And it came up again. And then in today's meditation, everything that is out there is telling me that I need to do this, so I'm doing this. So let me cut to the chase. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this technique, and I'm going to post this on YouTube every single day. And hopefully this will work, and Scott Adams will agree to have an interview with me, and we can talk about the simulation. Now, I am going to write this 15 times a day, but I can't just count on it magically happening. So there's a lot of work that I'm going to do to try to get this. So I'm going to start a channel on simulation, maybe something about the quantum, maybe something about biohacking, fitness, exercise. There's information that I want to share with the world, and I'm going to go down that path. Hopefully somebody will see this. I don't know how. If you happen to be the one that sees this and it's your algorithm and you have some connection or contact with Scott Adams, could share this with him. I will post my X handle at the end of this. Right now it's at ToddMadX, ToddMadX, and I'll write it down at the end of this video, so it's really easy to find. And see if I can get Scott Adams to reach out to me, see if we can connect and do an interview. I would really like that. That's something that I've been thinking about, I've been wanting for a very long time. So I'm showing you how this is going to start. This is the journal that I'm going to use, and I'm going to write in it every day. Today is June 18th, 2025. This is about the Scott Adams simulation interview. It's coming from episode 971. So the exercise is from Scott Adams, A Micro Lesson in Affirmations. And for some reason in my meditation, 67 days came up, and I don't know why. I couldn't get it out of my head. It seems fairly aggressive. 67 days from today is Sunday, August 24th, 2025. If we do live in a simulation, that will be an important date. I don't know if it means that's the date that Scott might contact me. I don't know if it means that he finds this much sooner and that's the date of the interview. I don't know. It might not mean anything. This could just be random and nothing happens on that day. But I don't know why. It popped into my head, and we'll see. Something. Could be something unrelated, but I've got 67 days in my head for some reason. I don't know. So the next few minutes are going to be kind of boring. I'll post my X handle at the very end of this, so it's easy to find. I'm going to write down 15 times that I will have an interview with Scott Adams about simulation theory. just starting number 3, so this is going to take a little while. Feel free to just scan to the end. All right, 10 down, 5 to go. show you guys. Here we go. I will have an interview with Scott Adams on simulation theory. I will have an interview with Scott Adams on simulation theory. There's 10 times, 15 times. So I know nothing about creating content, about making videos, about video, about sound. I'm gonna have to figure all that out. Hopefully that's gonna be my focus. Gonna be creating some content here. I'm gonna do this every single day. And hopefully every day, my videos will get a little bit better each day. Let me put my here's my X handle at ToddMattX. I've never posted anything. I am invisible. Today, June 18th, 2025, I'm invisible on the internet. I've never posted on X. I don't have a Facebook account. I'm gonna have to figure all this stuff out. I'm going to create a specific YouTube channel. I haven't even created the YouTube channel yet, but it's gonna be called Manifestation Crossover, spelled X over. That might be too long. I might have to shorten it. I don't know. I'll have to figure out. But it's going to be Manifestation Crossover. It's spelled Manifestation X over. And I'm going to create that today. I'm going to upload this today. And I will upload every single day until I get that interview with Scott Adams. So Scott, if you're listening, I really would like to talk to you. I'd really appreciate it if I could talk to you. I think a lot of people would get a lot of benefit if you and I could sit down and have a conversation. And I really want this to happen. Thank you. As I sign off, I'm gonna show you the lovely resort where I am staying here in Cancun. I have a really amazing walk-up suite to the pool. Little hot tub. Beautiful Cancun, Mexico. Here's my suite, my swim-up suite to the balcony. I'm having an amazing time here, and I really am excited about doing this. I hope to help people live better lives. That's going to be my ultimate goal here. I'm hoping this will be a good jump start to what I'm gonna do in my future. And I want a lot of other people to be a part of this also. So last thing, if anybody knows Scott, if anybody has any connections with Scott, if anybody has any way to directly contact Scott and let him know this exists, I would really appreciate it. I'd like to have this happen as soon as possible, if he agrees to it. And I really hope he does. Scott, I really hope you reach out to me soon.